Cognizant to the needs of our learners, parents, and teachers, the Department of Education provided us with powerful tools for productivity that will allow us to foster critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, communication and collaboration skills to be compassionate, responsible global citizens. Join us and discover new ideas in our series of professional development training program with the ICTS Edtech Unit and Microsoft Education Philippines. Together, we will equip our learners and empower our fellow educators for a dynamic future. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Sulong Edukalidad.
Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng ICTS Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del P. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone, particularly to our students, our fellow teachers, and of course, to our parents. Kumusta po kayo? And of course, welcome to our ETUlay online tutorial for the subject English 9. My name is Tutor Jester, and we are already on quarter 4, week 7. Isang linggo na lamang at bakasyon na. Ayan, graduation na, hindi ba? Okay, so our topic is mainly on the expressing recommendations using modals. Ano nga ba tinatawag nating modals? When we say modal, it is a verb that is used to indicate modality. Ano ba yung mga modality na yun? Example, yung likelihood, yung kagustuhan ninyo, yung ability, permission. Also, when giving of advice, when requesting, and for all about capacity, suggestions, order, and indeed for obligations. These are verbs that is accompanied by the base form of another verb having the semantic content. Bati muna tayo mga mag-aaral, ano? Watching from, yan, Doña Magdalena Gapud High School, 9 Aris daw siya. We got here Abby Jane Banalo, and of course from Taal National High School, we got here Mark Mendoza. Hello there, Mark Mendoza. I hope you're doing fine as of this moment and learning with our ETUlay online tutorial. And batiin din natin ang mga nanonood sa kanilang mga telebisyon, and they are having the conversation and the discussion with their parents at home. Ay, talaga nga naman. Watching from Gafford High School, Angeline Uwalat, and indeed Rosalie Ortaleza from Garita National High School. Feel free to share and like this Facebook video para mas maraming learners ang matuto ngayong panahon ng pandemya dahil dyan sa ating ETUlay online tutorial. Once again, I am your tutor, Jester, and I'll be with you from 3 o'clock until 3:40 in the afternoon. We are live and loud from the different Facebook and YouTube pages of the Department of Education. So, mga mag-aral, tara, simulan na natin. May pahabol pa si Cassandra Nicole Miguel. Yan ay nanonood and learning from Gafford High School. 9 Capricorn, magkakabatch yata itong sina Angelo, sina Angeline, at si Angelica. Puro Angie, di ba? Si Cassandra Nicole, hello there. And Julian Malyari from Gapwood High School once again. Okay, let's begin. For our activity, or mainly for our review, we got here fill in the blanks with the correct evaluative word that will complete the thought of the following sentences. You need to choose your answer from the pool of words doon sa ating box. We got there the options: proudly, wise, actively, beloved, and courageous. Watching from Doña Magdalena once again, si Florima Ibarra and Jeremy Opilas from Doña Magdalena, Gapod High School. Number one, we are blank in electing people into public office. Number two, volunteers blank participate in local government. Three, on National Heroes Day, Filipinos honor our blank heroes. Fourth, being a Filipino, we must blank patronize local products. Fifth, there are many ways to show love for our blank country. So key in your answers now. Anna Marie Estacio, hello there. According to Mark Platon for number one, he answered proudly. For him, we are proudly in electing people into public service. What should be the proper answer for it? Let us reveal. It is indeed wise. Okay lang yan, Mark Platon. You are correct, Eve Basectin Mauricio. You're right. It's indeed wise. So once again, let us read. We are wise in electing people into public office. Ayan, di ba? Chill, di ba? On next year, di ba? It's hashtag Halalan 2022. Halalan once again. Election period. We need to be wise enough in choosing our best leaders to lead our town, our country. There you go. Number two, volunteers blank participate in local government. According to Alaika, it's actively. According to Anna Marie, it's also actively. Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Watching from Gapwood once again. We got there Lee Simangan. Feel free to share this video sa inyong mga GCs ha, sa inyong Facebook account at Facebook groups para mas maraming learning ang makukuha ng mga bata. Volunteers blank participate in local government. What is your answer? Angelou answered actively. Let's see. It is indeed actively. We got here actively. Volunteers actively participate in local government. Very good talaga mga bata ito. Very active and participative at this hour, di ba? Okay, let's proceed with number three. On National Heroes Day, Filipinos honor our blank heroes. On National Heroes Day, Filipinos honor our heroes. Ayan. So what is the answer for the third item? Beloved, according to Angeline. According to Eve, also beloved. Ganun din ang kasagutan ni Lawrence and Cassandra. Anna Marie. Laika's answer is the same with them. Let us reveal the answer for the third item you got here. Courageous. Ano ba ang courageous sa Tagalog? Tagalog? When we say courageous, di ba? Matatag. On National Heroes Day, Filipinos honor our courageous heroes. Pwede din namang masasabi nating bravely. Pero the appropriate item or the answer for it is courageous. Katatagan. Ayan. Kaakibat ng courageous ang love, courage, and hope. Di ba? Love and hope together with courage. Courage. Pag-ibig, katatagan, at pag-asa according sa isang cartoon noong 90s. Akasuking Chacha. Number four, being a Filipino, we must blank patronize local products. Being a Filipino, we must blank patronize our local products. So what do you think is the answer for the fourth number? Okay, according to Angelou's answer and Jeremy's, yeah, proudly. Yeah, let's reveal the answer for number four. It is indeed proudly. Definitely, guys, class, we must be proud of our products. Not just being proud, but we need to patronize it. Pwede nating ipagmalaki talaga through social media. Hey there, ang ganda ng produkto namin. Why don't you visit our place and buy and support our tourism here? Siyempre, kapag tapos na ang pandemya. Ayan. Pero pwede din naman, pwede din naman through social media, you can actually post your the Filipino products or cuisines na meron kayo, kung yung hindi magad mapapanis, mga delicacies, pwede nyo ibenta sa iba't ibang panig ng bansa. Okay? Dito sa Taal, Batangas, we are the barong capital of the Philippines. Talagang maipagmamalaki namin ang aming lugar with our products. Learn how to patronize proudly our own products as a Filipino. Number 5, there are many ways to show love. There are many ways to show love for our blank country. So what is the answer for the fifth one? According to Julie Ann Milleri, we got beloved. Same with Anna Marie's, Alika's, Eve's. Same with Jeremy's. Same with, ayan, yeah, Julie Ann's. So indeed, for the fifth number, it is indeed beloved country. There are many ways to show love for our beloved country, not just standing with whenever we are singing the national anthem, but of course, plenty of ways like ganito. Kapag tayo ay um, kapag tayo ay mayroong mga produkto pa rin na talagang may pagmamalaki natin, learn to show this off to the foreign people. Okay. Ayan, tama ang kasagutan na. According to, ito, meron dito, pagbati again, from Florima. Delighted watching with my Doña Magdalena learners. Thank you so much po, Teacher Florima Ibarra. You are really gorgeous, huh, Ma'am Florima Ibarra? Just like our director, Mommy Joy. Okay, let's proceed. Watching again from Gafford. Claren Panganiban Holder, Claren. Now, let's continue our discussion class. That was a review. So, for the quarter 4, week 7, specifically speaking, you learners are expected to, the first one is, you are expected to differentiate the functions of modals should and ought to. So, we are going to focus on the modals or the modals should and ought to. The second one we got here, use should and ought to in expressing recommendations. And lastly, you would be able to construct a dialogue expressing recommendations using the positive and negative constructions of modal should and ought to. So, tingnan natin kung makakagawa kayo. And for sure, magagawa nyo yan if meron pa tayong time. Kung wala man, pwede tayong magbigay ng assignment and you may post that on our ETUlay Facebook group. That's DepEd ETUlay. Is-search lamang sa inyong Facebook search box. DepEd ETUlay. Click join at makiisa sa discussion ng mga ETUlay learners from different grade levels with your favorite ETUlay tutors. That's DepEd ETUlay, our ETUlay Facebook group. Okay, let's have here a warm-up activity on modals should and ought to. Okay, let's have here the directions. We got choose the correct model to complete the sentences below. Write the letter of your answer on the blank provided before each number. Letter A, should. B, should not. C, ought to. Or D, ought not. So what do you think is the answer for the first number? Wow, I think this restaurant has the best sushi in town. We blank be back here sometime. So what do you think? Is it should not, ought to, and ought not? Remember, you need to write only the letter of the correct answer. According to Clarence, it's letter A. Let us reveal the answer for number 1. It is indeed letter A. Ang galing naman ni Clarence at ni Clancy. Watching from, ayan, Doña Magdalena Ingapod. Again, si, grade 9 Aris siya, si Eliza Manzano Palayad. Sino kayong teacher uli? Ano? Very nice, ha? Very nice, Mami Joy. And yung ating teacher kanina, nakamonitor siya with her students. Talagang very eager matuto. Not just the learners, but also the teachers with sa kanilang supervision. Okay, nakakatuwa talaga mga batang ito. Kahuhusay. Love na love ni Tutor Jester. Number 2, he was found cheating during the final exam and disappointed. Ay, wait. And disappointed with his rude and abusive attitude. Naku, lago tayo diyan. Ay siya, wag gayon. He blanked to be in the honor roll. So, what do you think is the correct answer for number 2? This is just a warm-up activity, pre-test pa lamang ito. And later on, malalaman natin kung you were able to learn with Sir Jester. So, for number 2, Eliza's answer is B. Same with Cassandra, Claren, Panganiban, Alaika, Jeremy's, Claren, ayan, Clancy's. And this is it. For number 2, it's letter D as in Dadoy. It's dog. Letter D. Number 3, your party will be a disaster if they will be there. So you, bank, invite them. So should not, ought to, or ought not? What is your answer for the third item? Come on. Okay, according to Jeremy, it's letter D daw, but most appropriately, it's letter B. Your party will be a disaster if they will be there, so you should not invite them. Wag naman, you better warn them or give them advice. Oh, you need not to do this or do that para hayahay lamang ang buhay. At masaya tayong mag-party. Yay! Okay, let's proceed. Number 4, you blank to drive while under the influence of liquor or alcohol. Because aside from the fact that it can put you into dangerous situation, it's also prohibited by the law. So what do you think? Ano ang kasagutan sa numero 4? Okay, watching from Doña Magdalena, Jessica Prudencio. Thank you so much, Jessica. Kahusay ng batang ito. Ayan. Hindi galit si tutor ha, hyper and hyper lang si tutor Jester. So according to Clancy, it's letter B. Let's proceed with the answer for number 4. It is, it is letter D. You ought not to drive while under the influence of alcohol, because aside from the fact that it could not put you into dangerous situation, it is also prohibited by the law. Number 5, you blank to respect the decision of the school committee. You blank to respect the decision of the school committee regarding this matter. It is for your own good. Come on. What is your answer for the 5th item? Oh, if you answered letter C, O2, you got it right. Ang galing, ha? Just a reminder, class, ha? If you would spell committee, tama ito? Pag sinabi natin committee, double M, double T at double E, COMMITTEE, committee. Sige nga, at home, in 3, 2, 1, committee. COMMITTEE, committee. Very good. Kahusay naman ang mga batang ito. Okay, let's proceed with the next one. Now, let us enter our main concern for this afternoon. This is all about modals. Once again, a modal is a verb that is used to indicate modalities such as yung pagkagusto, likeness, ability, permission, request, capacity, suggestions, and order, obligation, as well as when giving off advice. Diba? Ginagamit natin particularly ang modals na should and ought, that are modals of obligation, which can be used to express recommendations. Should is informal and expresses a subjective opinion. It's like you are giving recommendations based on your experiences, ideas, and opinions. Napakahalaga ng modals na yan. Pero, hindi ko lang isinama dito kasi wala sa ating sa ating module. Meron pa tayong isang tinatawag, yun nga ay ang must. Halos magkaparehas din naman ang meaning ng should at must. Pero kapag sinabihan ka ng boss mo na you should do this, medyo laylo ka pa, di ba? Pero kapag narinig mo na sinabi niya, you must do this, yung must, aba, kabahan ka na. Di ba? So, must kailangan natin gamitin ang must kapag total na kailangan ng matapos ang isang mga gawain. Kapag should, medyo laylo lang ng konti. Okay? So, our main concern, once again, is modals, should, and ought. Let us begin with this one. Modals, should, and ought to. Look at the examples. Tingnan natin ang example na sentence na ito. So, for number one, we got here, Lena is becoming so fat, she should eat less rice. Lena is becoming so fat, she should eat less rice. So, this one, dear online learners, this is an example of a recommendation based on personal opinion written using positive construction. Okay? Positive construction because we got there the modal should. Now, eto muna si Ma'am Florima Ibarra, grateful monitoring these participative learners of Doña Magdalena. Thank you, ETUlay, and thank you, Tutor Jester. Ako po ang dapat magpasalamat sa inyo. 10 ng aking mga kasamahan dito sa ETUlay online tutorial. Yun na Sir Madge ng mga direktor. Marami pong salamat, Ma'am Florima Ibarra, sa pagpapatronize, sa pagmamahal, at sa tulong sa inyong mga learners para maitawid ang edukasyon sa kabila ng pandemyang ating kinakaharap ngayon. Thank you so much, Ma'am Florima Ibarra, at sa iyong mga mag-aaral. Okay, kung mapapansin nyo, nagtatagalog si Tutor Jester because this one, ETUlay online tutorial, is ang setup niya is tutorial para mas madali nating maunawaan papunta sa inyong mga mag-aaral. O, diba? Let's continue. For number two, we got here the sentence. Kyle almost failed 2 of his subjects. He ought to study harder to keep his scholarship. Ang ating model there is ought to. So, it is indeed a makinig class. It is a recommendation based on existing rules and regulations written using positive construction pa rin. Katulad ng should, it is also a positive construction recommendation. It's all about the rules and regulations. Okay? So let's proceed with the third one. You should, ano yata? You should watch the movie The Life of Pi or Pi. Were you able to watch it? Talagang napakaganda niya, no? Ma'am Florima, di ba? It is an example of recommendation based on personal experience, written using positive construction. Okay, you should watch the movie The Life of Pi. It is so inspiring. Again, it is written using positive construction. Now let's proceed with the fourth one. They should not fail to attend to the recital next Monday or suffer consequence. They should not fail to attend the recital next Monday or suffer the recital consequence. So this is an example of a recommendation based on existing rules and regulations then. Di ba? Alright. So yung third natin, number 3, it is based on personal experience, yung all about pi. Number 4, based on existing rules and regulations. The fifth one we got here, we ought not to support deforestation. Instead, we should encourage the community to initiate and support tree planting projects. Ang ating model na ginamit is negative ng ought to. It is ought not to. Saludo talaga ako sa inyo, dear learners. Kahit ganitong hapon, ay masasabing saludong-saludo sa inyo, di ba? Nakikinig at natututo with Tutor Jester. So for number 5, dear learners, ayan. For number 5, we got there. It is an example of a recommendation based on laws and moral duty. It is written using, syempre, kung may positive, may negative sentence construction. Unawaan baga? Dear learners, I hope so that you were able to understand with comprehension ang ating learning for this afternoon. Now, let's proceed with this one. Okay, very good. Huh? Okay, let's have this activity. This is the directions. Once again, class, you have heard the word directions. Directions. Kapag sinabi natin directions, may S, ito ay panuto. Directions, panuto, may S. It's panuto. Kapag wala namang S, direction, ito yung direction na tatahakin mo sa buhay. Pwede ba tong hilaga, silangan, kanluran, timog? Di ba? Okay, number one, you need to fill out the missing word to complete the thought of the sentence. Of course, you need to choose from the modals should, ought to, should not, ought not to. Should, ought to, should not, and ought not to. So for number one, you blank. Try the coffee shop across the street. It offers the best blueberry cheesecake. You blank tried the best coffee shop across the street. It offers the best blueberry cheesecake. Ang sarap, di ba? So what do you think is the answer for number one? Okay, according to Clancy, it should. According naman kay Claren, again, it is should. Same with the answer of Alaika, Clarence, Jane, Erica. Ayan. Watching from grade 8 Santa Rosita National High School. Sino ito? Si Christine Reyes. Hello there, Christine Reyes. Si Christine Rose Reyes. Nakala ko yung artista, di ba? Okay, so the answer for number one is indeed should. You should try the coffee shop across the street. It offers the best blueberry cheesecake and syrup. Number two, they blank be discouraged. They are considered the hope of our nation. Is it should, ought to, should not, ought not to? What do you think? What's the answer for number two? Okay, all right. The answer of Christine Rose nasa YouTube din. Wow. According to Christine Rose, should not daw. Let's see. Let's reveal the answer for number two. Okay, you got there. Yeah, you are correct. May tama you, Christine Rose Reyes. It is indeed should not. Okay, let's proceed with the third item. One blank impulsively react to an issue. He ought to check and investigate the facts so that he could give an honest and unbiased opinion on the matter at hand. So, should, ought to, should not, and ought not to. What do you think is the answer for the third item? It is what? Ought not to. One ought not to impulsively react to an issue. He ought to check and investigate the facts so that he could give an honest and unbiased opinion on the matter at hand. Kakagaling talaga ng mga mag-aaral nito, di ba? Ayan, talaga nga naman si teacher, tuwan-tuwa din as of this moment. Good afternoon, watching from Nemesio Yabut Elementary School. Even elementary students are watching, ha? That's Mashi Estember. Kung ito ka may teacher si Mashi, tama ba? Or isang estudyante kasi mukha pa siyang young one. Hello, Jane Erica. Ayan, thank you so much. I really appreciate your answers, your presence here, and feel free. Once again, feel free to share this video para mas maraming learners ang matuto ng ating ETUlay online tutorial. Sa mga GCs, ha? Okay, number 4, we blank to strictly implement the health protocols imposed by the government to help fight COVID-19 virus. We blank to strictly implement the health protocols imposed by the government to help fight COVID-19. Is it should, ought to, should not, ought not to? What do you think? According to Julianne, I Julianne, ought daw. According to Clarence, ought to. According to Clarin Panganiban, ought to din. O, nakakatuwa naman si Ma'am Machi Estember. Thank you so much po. And for sure, you are monitoring your students as well, right? As we are having our online tutorial. Thank you so much po for patronizing this one. don't worry, hindi pa magtatapos ang ating ETUlay online tutorial kasi sa mga susunod na week, summer vacation, meron tayong tinatawag na summer camp. Tuloy-tuloy ang ating ETUlay online tutorial. Kahit pa bakasyon, tuloy-tuloy ang learning natin. Number 4, if you answered O2, you are correct. Tama ka, Christine Reyes. Hello, Christine Reyes again. You're also correct, Cassandra. Also, the answer of Jeremy, you are correct. Claren, Clancy, and the rest. Kahuhusay talaga. Now, let's proceed with our next activity on the blank provided before each number. Write positive sign if the statement is written using positive construction at syempre, kapag negative sign naman, alam na natin, negative ang statement for it. So going back, mga mag-aral, ayan, nakakatuwa naman talaga, ano? Positive sign if the statement is written using positive construction, and negative sign naman if it is written using negative construction. Number 1, if you're in Boracay, wow, sa Boracay, you should not forget to visit Pitsy Beach. I tell you, it's so amazing with its serene beauty and unique sand composed of so many whole little seashells and corals. Again, if you're in Boracay, you should not forget to visit Pitsy Beach. I tell you, it's so amazing with its serene beauty and unique sand composed of so many whole little seashells and corals. So what do you think? Is it positive or negative? Positive or negative? Key in your answers now. Para nasa game show si Tutor Jester. Feel na feel, F na F. Okay, so number 1, if you answered negative, it is really correct because we have used the modal should not. Okay? Alright, ang galing. Number 2, my professor and advisor told me that I ought to study harder and pass all my exams this semester or suffer the consequence of being expelled from the program. My professor and advisor told me that I ought to study harder and pass all my exams this semester or suffer the consequence of being expelled from the program. According to Clancy, Anaj, Claren, and Erica, positive daw. According to Alaika, Alaika din, di ba? Positive din. Kay Christine Rose, positive din. Positive. That is the answer. It is indeed positive statement. Kasi nga, we have used the ought to. Kung negative yan, it would be ought not to. Could you follow? Naunawaan ba? Very good. Let's proceed with the third item. Studies show that smoking is dangerous for a person's overall health, so we ought not try it at all. Sino ba nag-i-smoke dyan? Sana wala nag-i-smoke, di ba? Studies show that smoking is dangerous for a person's overall health, so we ought not to try it at all. If you answered negative, you are correct because we use ought not. Hello there, Clancy, Clarence, tama? Ang gagaling ng mga estudyante kong to. Number 4, I think that you should avoid eating in fast foods restaurants if you're really worried about getting too fat. I think that you should avoid eating in fast foods restaurants. So, if you're really worried about getting too fat, so what do you think? Is it a positive or negative statement? Come on. Erica. Erica answered number it's a positive. According to Christine, it's negative. So base your answer from the use of the modals. Kapag should not, it's negative. Kapag should lang, it's positive. Okay? Number 5, you should watch. It's okay not to be okay. It is a good stress reliever. So what do you think is the answer for the fifth item? You should watch. It's okay not to be okay. It is a good stress reliever. What do you think is the answer for such? Okay. Wow, according to Jane Erica, ayon sa kanya, it's positive. According to Clancy, it's also positive. Let us reveal the answer. It is indeed a positive kasi we have used should. Kapag magiging negative, should not. Merong not na kasunod ang should. Could you follow? Very good. Okay, number 6. Lagyan natin ng number 6 sa inyong mga assignment sa ating DepEd ETUlay Facebook group. Abangan yan. Now, let's have with our next activity. Read the paragraph below and supply the appropriate modal to complete the sentences. In this time of pandemic, parents blank be working hard to support their families' needs while at the same time. So, ang ating clue for it na naka-indicate, na naka-include sa paragraph, na naka-indicate sa ating parenthesis is recommendation based on moral duty. So what do you think is the answer for the first item? In this time of pandemic, parents' recommendation based on moral duty blank be working hard to support their family's needs while at the same time. So for number 1, it is indeed what? Letter C, O2. Remember to just answer the letter, the correct letter of the correct answer. Yung letter C is O2. O2 is working hard to support their family's needs. Okay. O, tama ang kasagot ni Julian, ha? Ni Cassandra. Jeremy, thank you so much. Christine Rose, maraming salamat. Jeremy, thank you. Now, let's proceed with number 2. Uy, it is letter A, should. Ayan. Okay. Same time, yeah, should be helping their children complete with their schoolwork as we shift from face-to-face mode. All right. Let us continue with this one. Basahin natin yung paragraph na ito. Yung sa simulang part ng paragraph. In this time of pandemic, parents' recommendation based on moral duty ought to be working hard to support their family's needs, while at the same time should be helping their children complete schoolwork as we shift from face-to-face mode. Number 3, the students in the public schools are now using the self-learning modules the Department of Education prepared for them. All of us are facing the greatest challenge of our lifetime. We blank be daunted. So what do you think is the answer for the third item? If you answered letter B, should not, you are correct. Kakahusay naman ang ating mga mag-aral. Now let's proceed with the next item. Kagagaling naman, ano? It is indeed letter B, should not. Hello there, Christine, Erica, Alaika, Jeremy. Tama ang answer. Same with Christine, Erica, Enaj, or Jane, Claren. Kakahusay ng mga batang ito. Very, very vivo talaga. May pagmamalaki. Now, let's proceed with numbers 4 and item number 5. We must hold on to the belief that education, okay, we must hold on to the belief that education is really the key to succeed. Kaya naman mga mag-aaral, kailangan natin na palagi tayo magbasa ng ating mga libro. Nakakalimutan natin minsan magbasa ng libro. Meron naman tayong mga e-books sa ating internet. Kaya tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang ating learning. Kahit na nakalimutan natin ng books. Going back with number 4 and number 5, we must hold on to the belief that education is important and we blank have better opportunities and better tomorrow because of it. So what do you think is the answer for number 4? Okay. According to Jeremy, it's letter A. Ayon kay Clarence, it's letter C. According to Sandra, it's letter B again. Ay, kahusay naman ang mga batang ito. Kay Julian, letter C. Kay Sonia, it's letter A. Mind you, class, if you think your answer is wrong, don't hesitate to answer pa rin naman, di ba? At least you tried your best. At least you did your part. Pero, next time, unawain ng mabuti ang inyong mga isasagot. Yung mga sentence or yung given. Okay? If you answered for number 4 is letter A, should, you are correct. For number 5, if you answered D, ought not to, you are also correct. Kahusay naman ng mga batang ito. Hello, Claren, Cassandra, thank you so much. Okay, now, let's have our final activity for this session. Here it goes. You are to pair up the sentence in column A with the word intends to describe in letter B. Write the word or words on the blanks provided before each number. Okay. Yan. Okay. So what do you think is the answer for number 1? And choices natin, by the way, A true, B ought to, C should not, D ought not, or E should. Again, and choices natin from the column B, true, A, B ought to, C should not, or D ought not, or letter E should. For number 1, we got here, this is used to express informal recommendations and expresses subjective opinions. If you answered letter E, should, you are correct. Tama. For number 2, you use this to express recommendations which are unbiased and considered general opinions. If you answered letter B, O2, you are correct. Number 3, recommendations can be in a positive or negative constructions. It is indeed true. Tama ka. Number 4, this is the negative form of should. Napakadali. Diba? It's indeed letter C. And number 5, letter D, should, is the modal used when you want to express formal and objective recommendations in negative constructions. Okay? So that would be all, dear learners. I hope you have learned a lot from Tutor Jester. Join me once again tomorrow for our Filipino class. This is your Tutor Jester saying goodbye and thank you.
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan bukas mula 1:00 ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa Filipino. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!